actually joined. We're talking about 1 seeds here. We're actually joined by a guy that beat a 1 seed today. SIUE. I can't call them SIU Edwardsville anymore. SIUE head coach Brian Barone, I believe, is joining us now. The first man to officially punch a ticket to the NCAA tournament. Coach, what's going on, man? It is good to see you. Congratulations. How have you celebrated? Are you isn't that what you do? You get soaked in the locker room, people dump water all over
I just got soaked in the locker room. We had a couple obligations that we were doing. Winning's hard, right? Champagne problems. I went in the locker room and they a few of them made it a little extra cold. No, we just we have a group of guys that we're just waiting to celebrate together. And right before I got in here, I just got the water shower. So, but hey, come on, man, this is pretty special.
What's this been like for you? Congrats, Brian. Congrats. I know it's
Thanks,
been a crazy ride, man. Crazy ride to get here.
Yep.
You were the assistant. And then your buddy John Harris got fired. You got elevated, which was a little bit rare. You got elevated, tough program, and you completely flipped this thing. Completely flipped it.
Well, I'm not here without John Harris.
Yeah,
I'm not here without John Harris. I'm not here without
Right.
John. I mean, he gave me an opportunity to be a coach, and that's something that I don't take lightly at all. And when things kind of happen the way that they in a very weird way happened, you got the job as an interim, and just wanted to take advantage of kind of trying to do it the way that I thought I would be best at doing it. You get a lot of suggestions of, hey, just take a 1-year guy, back before the rules were what the rules are right now. And, I just had to try to stay true to what I thought I could be successful with, and then surrounded by people that I could be successful with. And, 6 years later, here we are, and it's pretty special.
Yeah, Coach, congrats on the win. I was actually there earlier in the season at the Illinois game, and obviously would have been game 3 of the year for you all.
Yeah.
And so since then, right, like how is this team kind of molded into the team now that has punched their ticket? Like what would you attribute that to?
I think we finally started finding our identity. Like at the Illinois game, we lost a guy named Joe Valerie. He broke his foot, and he was really good against Illinois. We had just got Arnie Sakanis back 2 days prior, because we played Indiana 2 days prior to that Illinois game, and Arnie had just literally got back that week. And then we lost, and Kyle Thomas, and I'm talking about some of our injuries and size. He wasn't back yet, and then he got back at Christmas, and then Arnie was back out. And then we lost Darian Baker. So our team has been kind of constantly trying to have each other's back when someone goes down. And these last 3 or 4 weeks, we finally found, our identity in terms of, kind of rotations and just like what we're supposed to be from a defensive standpoint. And it really obviously paid off down the stretch in the second half of the season.
I want to ask you about Rayshawn, Coach, because you're talking about a guy that averaged double figures at a mid-major for 4 years. You don't see that happen because a lot of times they end up getting poached by one of these high majors that's going to drop a bag for NIL, right? He stuck with it with you for 4 years.
But you don't think Brian had a bag? You don't think Brian had a big bag? Come on.
I have a city, a state, and a location. We have a huge bag here.
Well, I mean, look, it just won the Ohio Valley Player of the Year. It paid off. He's dancing now. Like, what does it mean to be able to celebrate this win with him when he stuck it out with you for these 4 years?
I'll answer kind of 2 ways. First of all, the foundation of who he is as a person, laid by his family, is absolutely amazing. He speaks about loyalty, and he's like, "Oh, Coach stayed with me when he." When he hurt his knee a few times. He's hurt his knee 3 times. He came back and he's the Player of the Year. And it also says a lot about our community as a university, our location, all that kind of stuff. SIUE is a special place. I mean, people don't know about it. I hope they know more about it now. And on a personal level, you have someone with you for 5 years, all right, that affects and impacts quite literally your family. With his performance, but more importantly, the kind of person he is. We have, hundreds and hundreds of people. We had a sellout, for the first time a week ago. We don't do that. The community doesn't get that opportunity to really see each other without a guy like Rayshon Taylor. So I will always be grateful for everyone on this team. But obviously, you asked about Ray, and he's a special guy, and he's gonna go on to play. Trust me, he's a winner. And when he goes on to play at that next level, I mean, he shoots it. He's got great twitch. He's strong. He's an unbelievable teammate. He's a winner. He's a champion right now.
What do you think your dad's thinking right now?
Come on. Like, come on. What are you trying to do to me right now? I'm tired. Right? We're about to lose an hour.
I don't want you to cry. I don't want you to cry. I don't want you to get too emotional.
I got these two right here. I carry these in every game. Every game I carry them in my pocket. Lost my mom a couple years ago. Lost him several years ago. I think he's probably thinking that we probably should have played better defense to start the game. Probably should have ran a little bit better offense, gone a little bit more high-low. And I think that he and my mom are hoping that this team is the team that he had at Creighton. And I get to experience them for a lifetime. That's what they're doing right now. And then she's probably yelling at him for something he did.
That's awesome, Coach. Hey, last one for you here. So you got the celebration, right? And then you got this, you got a pretty considerable layoff in between, what would be your next game. And then you got to ramp up and get ready to attack. And I'm sure in your mind, like, go win. How do you plan on, maybe you haven't thought that far, how do you plan on kind of navigating these next few days, or I guess weeks?
We're going 3 hours tomorrow. Come on. Why not? Right? Let's get it in. Come on. No, I mean, I think, why not enjoy, it's hard. We want to enjoy the now. We talked about it all year. You have to enjoy the now. Now, the now doesn't mean to sit on your tail for a week or two or whatever it might be. But let's enjoy that. Let's go back. Let's enjoy whoever shows up at the arena and let's celebrate it. And I have a group of guys that if we didn't have the opportunity to play in the NCAA tournament, which is pretty cool to say, they would have wanted to play in whatever opportunity of a tournament that was already reaching out to us. Because we have a group of guys that wanted to keep playing basketball. So they'll get back to work. We'll be smart about it. We'll map it out and do all that kind of jazz. But, hey, right, it's a good problem to have.
No question.
Yeah. It's a great problem to have, man. Like you said, champagne problems. Listen, go get yourself a glass of champagne, whatever it is that you celebrate with. You earned it tonight, man. Go enjoy it. We appreciate you jumping on with us.
Mango cart.
Best of
luck. That would be my suggestion. Get a mango cart. All right.
Okay. I'm going to go hang out with my family and hope that my 11-year-old actually goes to bed before we lose an hour.
No, he's not. Let him stay up the whole night, man. Let him stay up the whole night. Come on, that 11.
You know what? Yeah. The whole night. Now you're dealing with that tomorrow. Okay. I'll get your number. You're dealing with that tomorrow.
You got it.
I'll put you on a Zoom with them in the morning.
I want my home to feel like my home. So whether I'm looking for big furniture, just a small piece for my place, or maybe some storage solutions for the basement or the garage, the answer is Wayfair. Seriously, I needed a new patio set and fire pit for my backyard. I bought it on Wayfair. It looks great on our deck, and it gives me an excuse to fire up the smoker, invite some friends over, crack a couple beers. Just last week, I bought a new chair for my office, someplace comfortable to sit while the madness takes up the 4 screens in front of me. I got it on Wayfair, clicked a few buttons. A couple days later, it showed up at my front door. They even offered to help set it up for you. Digging through online stores can be intimidating. Trust me, I know. It can be hard to find what you're looking for in your price range, but not on Wayfair. They have great options, even if you are balling on a budget like me. Wayfair has every style for every home, including mine and yours. So head to wayfair.com and shop everything home. That's WAYFAIR.com. Wayfair, every style, every home.